guys, it's me, Pokemon Bear HD! And today, we have a special new adventure, which, I guess first I gotta address some things, being that it's Pokemon Blue version. It's hype. It's actually the first game that I ever played, so this is gonna be a great throwback for myself and for anyone who enjoyed the Gen 1 games. I'm assuming Red version's probably the more popular since it had Charizard on the front, but I picked Squirtle first, so Blastoise being on the cover made a lot of sense for me as a wee little lad. And yes, obviously this is not going to be Draft League, which I believe pretty much everything else on the channel, barring maybe like one video, is actually Draft League. So yes, this is not Draft League, but for those watching this, I probably will start recording some Draft League, starting with the DPL, which is just starting up. So I'll probably record that, since that's a very exciting way to end Generation 7, and look forward to Generation 8, which maybe I'll record some of those battles, who knows. But today, we are focused on Pokemon Blue here, and it's not just going to be a regular Nuzlocke, because we are only going to be using water types. We're going to do a Waterlocke here, and by that I mean that it's the same as the normal Nuzlocke rules, being that if Pokemon dies in battle or faints in battle, it's considered dead, and we'll put it in the box, or maybe I'll release it to be real. I don't know. We'll see how frisky I get, since the box system isn't the greatest here, but I'll probably just put it in a second box so we can give remembrance to those who are lost on this journey. But I'm gonna start just diving in here, because I'm not gonna read this part, since we all know that Professor Oak is welcoming us to the Pokemon world, but I have decided that I will do voices, so bear with me on those. They're gonna be very bad. They're not gonna be consistent, I can guarantee that. And yeah. The reason I'm doing this, though, which that reminds me, being the voices being terrible, is because I play Nuzlocks with a group of friends, being Tristan, Alex, Josh, sometimes Kingsicle, and young Beanass, and then the douche Michael, which the reason I'm calling him a douche is because he cannot be helped, in that he demands that all of us record ourselves playing Nuzlocke, which I believe only Tristan so far, before me obviously now, has actually done that, and I believe he's doing a not lock with Why Not, which again probably stemmed from something about us doing Nuzlocke and whatnot. But yeah, the reason that I'm doing water types specifically is that many a time in our Nuzlocke journeys that we play together, I've had teams that just kind of end up being water types, like almost like all, or like if not all, like mostly water types on my team. And I mean, one reason is that I do pick water starters most of the time, but I like water types. They are actually my second favorite typing behind Dragon, and it is very good typing in that only has the 2 weaknesses, and not too many things resist water, so overall very strong. And thankfully for us, in wanting to do this Waterlocke, water type is actually the most common, and there are the most amount of Pokemon that are water type of any one typing, so that is very convenient for us, and that will definitely help us on our journey. However, since many of them are in the water, early game is kind of kind of suspect on that sense, in that, you know, there's not very much room for error at the beginning, so we're gonna definitely have to be careful at the beginning. I will probably stress that as we go along, but I'm going to be naming this after said douche, being Michael, which he likes to go by Sex T-Rex as his name, and thus I will follow that. He is indeed, if a human can be a Sex T-Rex, it would look like Michael, 100%. And I will link him and Tristan, since I've already done shoutouts in the description, just because, even though I'm assuming they're the only ones that might be watching this, but hey, if anyone else isn't, feel free to comment below and say, hey, what's up? And if for some reason anyone's still subscribed to this channel, because I have not looked on this channel in however long since I've last uploaded, I will be amazed. But hey, you're gonna see this randomly, and if you click on it, well, this is gonna be a journey, that's for sure. It's our adventure definitely awaits us, because I've not done this type of Nuzlocke. I've done randomizers, I've done like ROM hacks. Like, I'd say so far my favorite are usually like the Drayano hacks, and I usually just kind of play them straight up. Like, I don't really do anything further with them, since they're already harder versions of the games with a few tweaks. And so I don't know that I've actually Nuzlocked the game like in a normal fashion, like where I haven't actually altered the game, which this is one that I have not altered the game itself. I'm just altering, you know, how I play it. So that definitely is an interesting one. And so Mom's important. Only gonna do important characters, but you know, I don't know how much dialogue is actually like gonna be you know, from her, so I might as well just initiate. Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you. Okay, so yeah, parenting advice from TV. That's interesting. I think I haven't played this in a while, but I know last time I played this, like when it came out on 3DS Virtual Console, I know there were definitely some interesting lines. You know, like these things age in a funny way, not badly, but like, you know, there's some dialogue. Like, I'd say it's more due to the translations, maybe not necessarily because of the times, but. Yeah, she says that he's next door, but we all know we have to go this direction to initiate, so I'm gonna quickly unspeed up because I know this text is gonna go by fast. Hey, wait, don't go out! Okay, that voice is bad. I'm gonna change it as we're going. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your own protection. I know. Here, come with me. Okay, I know this voice is bad, but whatever. You know, we're dealing with it. I'm sure by the end of the game it'll be a different voice, but again, you're just gonna have to bear with me on the voices. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Sex T-Rex, let me think. Oh, that's right, I told you to come. Just wait. Here, H2Ho. There are 3 Pokemon here. Ah! They are inside the Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. In my old age, I have only 3 left. But you can have 1. Choose. Yeah. Hey, Gramps! What about me? Be patient. Sex T-Rex. You can have 1 too. Yeah, okay, I feel like I felt that one. But yeah, yeah, this is not Mike's voice, by the way. I'm gonna throw that out there right now. It's just a deeper voice. That's the important parts. I don't have a deep voice, so I struggle to do one, and so I can't mimic his, and I will thus just make it a deeper voice. And yes, this is gonna be our choice right here. It is Squirtle, the tiny turtle. Which, fun fact, after birth, its back swells and hardens into a shell, and it also can powerfully spray foam from its mouth. Which that is just like if you weren't already convinced, how could you not after that one? So we are gonna get ourselves a nice Squirtle, and yes, we are named H2Ho as we are water types here, and we are thirsty, so we are gonna get it. And I've always named from when I was a little kid, it's Bubbles. Squirtle was my initial choice, as I mentioned earlier, and throughout the years that has never changed. And my Bubbles is always a great companion, so couldn't ask for a better one. I'll take this one then. Yeah, I'm gonna take Bulbasaur. I know, Mike. That's not the mon you would choose, but I know you want every advantage you can against me, since you never can beat me. So I understand this choice. Like that's fair. I'm gonna save real quick so that I can erase the previous one. I had to just test a couple things with the recording. So all right. Well, let's beat up on this bitch. Wait, H2Ho! Let's check out a Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Yeah. This is gonna be a wrap real quick. Like this ain't an issue. We got Bubbles here, so I ain't concerned. As okay, you crit me. That whatever, you know. Do what you gotta do. Growl is gonna neutralize this, but I'm actually gonna try. Oh yeah, look at that. Misses the Growl, so okay, but then he hits it again, so you know, we're not getting anywhere with this. Like, I'm trying to be at least one up on this, but he's just gonna be annoying about this. That's fine, whatever. Yeah, okay. Nice miss on the Growl. You know, let's just tackle away at this point. Yep. Get the return crit, so we're feeling good. You can Growl all you want, which this is a speed tie. I guess it is, but yeah, we're gonna take that level. Feel good about it. What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon. Yeah, you did, because you didn't get to pick Squirtle though, so you really didn't have a right choice. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight too. Toughen it up. H2Ho, Gramps, smell you later. Yeah, so we showed him what's up. We don't get Pokeballs, do we? Like, not that it matters for us, but yeah, I didn't read that because I know it's not like the storyline stuff. Whatever. Just making sure we don't get Pokeballs from him. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself here. We don't need to go there yet. So yeah, we're gonna go. Pokeballs aren't even available to us, I don't think yet. But we're gonna go through Route 1. There, we're not gonna get an encounter even when we do have Pokeballs, since there's no water here. So this is just gonna be a training route, which that's perfectly fine with me. I do not mind that at all, since we're gonna ride Bubbles into battle for the foreseeable future. But one Pokemon is honestly plenty when it's Bubbles. Like that's. I know it says I only have one Pokemon, but it feels like I have much more, thanks to how good Bubbles actually is. Great balanced stat line, and just gonna pwn these Pidgeys and Rattatas. But yeah, we have 2 potions right now, so that's good insurance there. But let's go get on to Viridian City. Gonna heal up, and then we'll go visit the mart, since we gotta go pick up the professor's shit, because that's what happens when When someone does something nice for you, you do something nice for them. So, I don't know how he knew. Is he, I guess, called him, so he knew we were coming. That's cool. I'm not for this. I'm not all for that awkward situation where we gotta go up to him to explain the situation. Thankfully, he already knew what's up, so we're chilling. I'm gonna run through the grass though on the way back so I can get some levels, but yeah, water types here. Might as well go a little more in depth in that. Water types are very important for many a reason. For one, it is, at least in my opinion, the best typing for nose-locking games, being that if you need surf or waterfall, bam, you got water type right there. And both are extremely usable HM moves in that like that's huge. Like that's, you know, the problem with HMs up until what it was when they finally got rid of them in Gen 7, you know, is that you couldn't get rid of them, and you know, they just weren't good. Like I never understood that. They never made any of the moves good. Like I can understand, you know, the early game ones being pretty bad. Like if you needed cut to be bad, like I'm okay with that. You know, I'm not risking this crit. But like if you don't want you know to be overpowered at the beginning of the game, totally understandable. Cut being, you know, weak and Rock Smash being weak, whatever, that's fine. But like the rest of the moves just aren't very, you know, useful in battle. Like I don't mind Fly personally as a 2-turn move, but you know it still has its drawbacks, and it can miss, which is dumb. Like if you're gonna take 2 turns, you might as well hit. And then Strength being base 80 normal type is just kind of meh. Like, and if Cut's also normal type, like why do both? Like that just seems like a waste to then potentially have both on the same mon, and then you want to spread them around, and then it's like, well, someone's stuck with Cut. So it's like, you know, HM Slaves, obviously HM Slaves became a thing, but like when they're making the game, it's just like, it's kind of disappointing when you get on to how bad the HMs are. But that's where the water type ones come in, and Whirlpool, you know, while it has its usefulness even in, you know, competitive Pokemon, the damage over time is pretty nice. So water types, it's a big plus right there, I'd have to say. Oh, H2Ho! How is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems like you a lot. No, it seems to like you a lot, my bad. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? Okay, wait, hold on. My assumption was that he called ahead and, like, knew, but, like, he sounds like he's totally surprised. So now I'm confused. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thank you. Gramps! What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request of you two. On the desk there is my invention, Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. H2Ho and Sexturax. Take these with you. So make a complete guide on all of the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps. Leave it all to me. H2Ho, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. H2O. Yeah, that's how lame that joke was. I had to make the laugh even worse. But yeah, that's a dick move. Gotta say. But I know that Daisy knows better, which I don't know that she has that name in this game, but yeah, Daisy is nice. So thank goodness we get that town map, which very useful. And I probably already healed, but I'm gonna just do it again to to make sure, because we can't be too safe here. In any Nuzlocke, you can never be too safe. And speaking of Nuzlocking, the next thing I have to mention is I know that that I said earlier that Michael, being the person who records his Nuzlocking, I have not personally watched his Nuzlocks, but I've seen enough of his Nuzlocking to know that he is both the luckiest and the absolute worst Nuzlocker I have ever seen, and that thus he must be the worst in existence, and luckiest in existence. Like it has just been too much evidence, because I want to say the last 2 Nuzlocks that we've randomized, he's found a Master Ball. And if not, he might have found, or he found just 2 and 1, I don't know. But he never uses them. He never uses his Master Balls because he just catches everything anyway. And he always gets legendaries. It's ridiculous. And somehow, he still usually ends up with the most dead Mons because he's just that bad. Like, he sacks off his Mon at, like, the weirdest times. Like, not that I don't think he's intentionally sacking them off, but, like, he just doesn't think of, like, hey, this Mon might have something that threatens me. Even though he's a very experienced player of Pokemon games, in that the positive playing with him is that he remembers like he knows like all the TMs, he knows all the hidden items. So I never use the like hidden item finder stuff or the dowsing machines, whatever they're called, because he just knows where they all are. And so because of that, randomizers, I guess he gets rewarded for the knowledge and finding all the hidden items with Master Balls, and he always has extra lucky eggs, and somehow always just loses so many damn Mons. Like I feel like he just doesn't care enough about his Mons, which is that's just sad. Like that's the point of your journey, is you're doing it with your companions, your friends. Like, I see Pokemon as not just tools for fighting, as I'm sure Pokemon explores later on, but instead, they're like they're more like a pet. And if anyone has a pet, you already know. Pets are part of the family. Like, they are equals within. Like, you can't just like disrespect them. And the reason I went back down, since I was on another tangent here, is that I'm gonna train up, because I already know what we're gonna do to finish this episode, which I'm gonna try to keep these around half an hour. Might end up being a lot of episodes, but I hope that since I'm on like permanent speed up, basically, that it should be not too long. But since the games kind of go slow when you're not on speed up, or at least when I'm used to speed up, so so I guess maybe they just all seem super slow to me, but especially the older gens definitely are slower. So I'm training up real quick because I have some beef. I was just talking about him. It's Michael, the Sex T-Rex. He has to be taught a lesson. Brian, I guess, is who I'd be talking to right now, if you're watching. Since I know you don't play Gen 1, or you've never played Gen 1, since I don't know how you didn't start with Gen 1, but I know you were young and whatever, but still, I imagine most people start with Gen 1, but hey, maybe not. If you're watching and you didn't start with Gen 1, I'd like you to comment and let me know, as well as letting me know, what game you started with, and maybe why that was the first game, and because the reasons I can think of is, at least, if you're a bit younger, like I'm on the older side in the Pokemon community, or at least the Draft League community that I'm mainly a part of. And I know I'm a bit older compared to most. Like I'm I'm not gonna say my age. Screw that. But let's just say I was alive when Pokemon first came out. So that should let you know that I'm on the older side. And I started with Gen 1. I do not remember what age exactly I started playing, because I don't know that I necessarily started playing like immediately when it first came out, but I know I was, quite young when I first started, and I definitely needed my older brother's help to beat the game, because I don't know that I fully understood everything going on with it, so I know that I definitely got some help in playing. However, I played this along with then once Pokemon Stadium came out. Like, Pokemon Stadium for the N64 and Pokemon Stadium 2 for that matter. Just great games. It was so much fun. And then like the mini games are amazing, and then obviously being able to see everything in 3D, which obviously until I'd say was probably the most impressive thing up until they finally adapted that to the 3DS games. But right now, my level 10. Yeah, okay, we're ready to go, or at least I think we are. I hope so. I'm gonna save for good luck. Have I really been? I don't think we've been going on for 42 minutes, but just because of the speed up. But yeah, we got some beef to squash here. But as I was saying, Pokemon Stadium, I used to play. Like I had like a, I don't know, I don't really want to call it an adapter, but like a cartridge slot that you could put on the back of the controller, and so you could play the games through the TV, and that was my favorite thing to do. Which now that I'm doing that pretty much with laptop, like right now my setup is that I'm playing. Did I already say? I don't know if I already said this, but playing it technically the 3DS version of this game, being that it was the one that came out on Virtual Console, and I'm using my PS4 controller to play, so it's kind of bringing me back to that. But gotta get serious now. Hey, H2Ho, you're going to the Pokemon League? Forget it. You probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Yeah. Why don't you find out? Let's. I don't need my talking to do the work here. I let my Pokemon do it. And Bubbles is the perfect Pokemon to show you what's up. So I'm okay. Since I have played this game before, I'm aware that Sand Attack might be coming my way, and if it is, that's problematic. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna do good enough damage. Okay, that was a crit. That's kind of disappointing. Speed's down. That's fine. Gus did a decent amount to me, honestly, but I'm gonna keep bubbling because I don't want to miss tackle. That's the only problem. But if he goes for Sand Attack, this is no, not again. Like this is just childhood memories of like I remember. This is one thing that like in my childhood, like I remember losing this battle purely because I couldn't hit anything. And it was the most frustrating thing ever. But now we got Bulbasaur, so I'm gonna Tail Whip. Oh, he gets Leech Seed this early? That's not good. That's really not good. Oh no. Dude. No. I can't be missing. Dude! Oh my god, no. I don't want to lose this. Not this soon. Come on. That did no damage. And this Leech Seed is really annoying. And we only have 2 potions. This is really bad. This is really bad. This is actually like really bad. Oh my god. Okay, that did good damage. That did good damage. But I need to hit. Dude, come. Fucking. Sand Attack is the fucking worst. Like, oh my god. Why? Okay, no, hold on. My main issue with Sand Attack. Oh yes, thank God. That was I was honestly getting worried there that we might lose, but thank goodness we did not. Oh, you just lucked out. No, go. Yeah, no, you're the one that was lucking me. So get out of here. I heard Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. Yeah, so yeah, that I think this is a good place to cut off, but I don't even, man, I'm so flustered. This is definitely the place where we gotta cut this off because I'm definitely getting, whew, that my life was flashing before my eyes right there. But I want to say first, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thanks a lot. I'm gonna keep on with this, hopefully successfully, and make sure to let me know if there's any like volume issues or anything. I know that I'm probably gonna mess with it as I go along, and so we'll see. And I don't know if I'm gonna bulk record or not. So again, if you do say if you have any feedback, it might not be in effect immediately because I, in all likelihood, will keep recording at least right now. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna say goodbye because this has been long enough, and we thankfully survived quite the ordeal right there. Because oh yeah, Sand Attack. Oh, okay, hold on. First, Sand Attack hits flying types. Like, what the fuck?